Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 17 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Just continuing right where we left off of, still using Sam Pendelis' team, where he got second, or which he got second at Worlds with, and if you haven't followed Sam already after the first couple of episodes, definitely give him a follow on Twitter, linked in the description below. And once again, the details are on the team, are in the description below. The EV spreads aren't out currently, but I think Sam might release them in the future. So yeah, we're just going to jump into things. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share your support by leaving a like in the video. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, doing my best to really get back on track with daily uploads, so hopefully you guys enjoy them. Thank you guys as always for watching them, and some fun stuff planned for the future. I think I might be streaming tomorrow on Twitch, so if you don't follow my Twitch already, give me a follow at twitch.tv/CybertronVGC. Otherwise, if not tomorrow, then Sunday. Definitely one of the 2 days I want to do it. And yeah, I really want to start getting up episodes of the National Gym Choir up again, so I think I'm going to try to record one tomorrow. But if you have any suggestions for topics on things you'd like to see, definitely let me know in the comments below. I've already kind of got a list of things I want to talk about, but the more, always the merrier. So yep, we're just going to look for our first opponent of the day. My goal with the team was just to climb into at least the 1700, so currently we're just under there with a rating of 1670. Obviously haven't played too many games this season, specifically for Battle Spot, but yeah, I would love to make a push for the 1700s and go from there. We're actually going to find Bart from Italy with a rating of 1829 to kick off today's episode, running a pretty standard team. The Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Togedemaru, Garchomp, Gigalith, and Cortana. So, pretty standard team composition overall. Togedemaru is something that, saw a lot of usage, especially at the World Championships. Gigalith, always interesting to see without Porygon 2, but, could be there specifically to counter Trick Room teams or give Snorlax some issues, or otherwise just be, kind of a tank, because it does give a lot of Pokemon trouble even outside of Trick Room. So, let's see what I want to lead with. Ninetales is a super risky call against a team that has Sand, because Aurora Veil just won't work. That's kind of a problem. This is pretty tough, honestly. We could go, like, Garchomp in general is really solid here. Who do I pair that up next to? Arcanine Garchomp seems decent, but then I'm really weak to the Tapu Fini. I think I want something for the Fini. I could go, like, Xurkitree Garchomp just to pressure with Tail Glow immediately. Part of me wants to bring the Ninetales, but that just seems like such a bad call. Arcanine Garchomp is probably the safest combination. And I'll have Xurkitree and probably Tapu Lele in the back. Yeah, Lele seems okay for offense here. I guess Mandibuzz I could have made a case for. Maybe I actually should have thought about bringing that a little bit more, especially since the Tailwind pressure would be nice. I think Ninetales, I just really can't justify bringing in this matchup overall, especially in a best of one. With Mandibuzz, like, Foul Play does a lot to Garchomp, Arcanine, and Cortana, and even Togedemaru, but, I have to watch out for Fake Out from the Togedemaru, Zing Zaps, and Tapu Fini can potentially Calm Mind in front of it, although I suppose I had Taunt, so now I think about it, maybe Mandibuzz could have been a better call. But we do see Fini Togedemaru. Yeah, so if I let, like, Mandibuzz, Tapu Lele, I probably would have had my terrain canceled out. Here, my Intimidate doesn't matter much, but at least I do threaten immediately with a Garchomp. But this is still kind of tricky. Togedemaru can Fake Out, obviously, the Garchomp, and you can just go for, like, a Muddy Water. So my safest play really is to just double protect turn 1. I think I'm going to do that. Reason being is I want to blow the Fake Out from Togedemaru. Togedemaru does have Encore, but with this double protect, what I can do next turn is Helping Hand, Tectonic Rage into Tapu Fini. That's one of the cool techs about this Arcanine specifically, and so with Helping Hand, that'll just knock out the Tapu Fini. If I can attack around this Togedemaru, that'd be really nice. Like, Tapu Fini is one of the more threatening Pokemon on my opponent's team, and getting the Intimidate against Togedemaru means it certainly won't do any damage, but it instead actually chooses to switch out into Garchomp, so nice play by my opponent turn 1. Another play I was considering doing was protecting my Garchomp and going for a Bulldoze, and I really wish I went for that now. But I'll be able to at least scout out for what Fini does here. If it Calm Minds, that'd be pretty bad. Let's see. Nope, just goes for a Moonblast onto Garchomp. Okay. Huh. Okay. So this Garchomp's, like, pretty slow, which is bad. If only I Bulldoze, that would have been nice. I could switch out into my Tapu Lele now. Like, the Garchomp here gets a free attack off. I could also Helping Hand Tech Rage again and target my opponent's Garchomp down, because I think Garchomp's an even bigger threat to me than the Tapu Fini is. Yeah, that's so risky though. I'm gonna eat a Moonblast and a Tectonic Rage, but I can't really switch Arcanine out safely at all. I guess I get Tectonic Rage the Feeny. Is that trade really worth it though? Like, if I get rid of Garchomp, that's like the main threat in terms of speed out of the way. That was a great switch in turn 1 though. I really wish I just Protect and Bulldozed. And Garchomp protects. Oh. Yeah. Now I really wish I targeted Feeny. Very good play by my opponent. That was the safest play. I was hoping that the Garchomp would just overextend. So, yeah, I could have targeted the Feeny there pretty easily. But I got over-aggressive and just really wanted to knock out Garchomp. It's going to be really difficult to come back after this, I think. I really needed to target correctly with Tech Rage against my opponent's team composition. And, you know, not getting the knockout here is just super bad for me. Especially because my Garchomp is probably going to eat a Moonblast, as it does. Yep, so that's all really bad. Okay. I wonder if Helping Hand EQ knocks out the Garchomp. I mean, if you're my opponent, what do you do here? Protect Feeny, Earthquake? That might not knock out Mark Garchomp. Tectonic Rage? Potentially. That might be the best play. Like, I want to switch out Arcanine for Intimidate Pressure. Like, this is where having Mandibuzz in the back might have been helpful. I want to just protect an Earthquake here. Yeah, I'll just protect Earthquake. Which gives me a free switch in at least to Lele or Xurkitree. But that last one was really bad. Like, I considered the protect option, but I was really just gambling there, and it did not pay off, so it was not super safe. Yep, there's Tectonic Rage from the opposing Garchomp. So, not Scarfed. But, yeah, you could probably assume it's Tectonic Rage. Just most of the times in those team compositions, like, makes the most sense. Especially because there isn't much you can really Earthquake freely next to. So it's going to go out. Actually targets my Garchomp, wow. Could have Bulldoze there, maybe. Although this means I can Bulldoze next turn, which is still advantageous. So Garchomp does faint, but I do avoid a Muddy Water at least. And Feeny Calm Minds. Wow, what a read. What a read. Very nicely done. So I'm getting outplayed completely right now. But that's fine. I think I can still win this, but it's going to be really difficult. So I can bring in Xurkitree or Tapu Lele right now. I think I have to bring out Lele because Xurkitree, like the, you could just see Togedemaru come back in. Although I guess if Garchomp switched out, that's not like the worst case scenario. But alas, I'll bring Lele. Psyshock definitely won't knock out. The play I'm inclined to make is, I can make two plays here. Protect Arcanine, thinking Garchomp's going to protect. Or I assume Garchomp's... Garchomp definitely... I mean, you could protect Feeny and Earthquake here. So I could, like, Bulldoze protect. Does Garchomp protect, though? If it does, then this all goes to waste, and I could protect with Arcanine. Actually, I protected last year with Arcanine, yeah, so I feel like you protect Garchomp. I'm gonna Bulldoze and protect. That doesn't make much sense. Garchomp's protecting here, I think. Oh, I guess not. That's good at least. Unless my Lele is faster than Garchomp. Nope, Feeny protects. Okay, yeah, so it's just protect EQ. So that at least gives me a slight window of opportunity. I'm gonna obviously eat up an Earthquake with Arcanine, but at least I do decrease the Garchomp speed, which might force it to switch out next turn. But the thing is, I've just lost so much momentum. Like, the last two turns were just me getting completely outplayed by my opponent. So at least I hang on and I eat my berry, but still really tricky here. Like, not feeling, you know, the best about my chances. Yeah. Okay. So, like, you would think Garchomp switches out here, ideally into Togedemaru. So if that does happen, I could Flare Blitz the Garchomp, or even Bulldoze again. You could also just stay in. It honestly might stay in. I'm gonna protect my Arcanine and Calm Mind here. Oh, although Garchomp, if it switches into Togedemaru, it could have Encore. Flare Blitz and Calm Minding doesn't make much sense either. Because it's probably Sash Togedemaru as well. But, okay, ideally Garchomp switches into... Oh, or just protects, okay. At least I do get a free... Not free, necessarily. I mean, yeah. I could have protected Arcanine there. I really should have protected and Calm Minded. That probably would have been better. Like, this is a pretty long and drawn-out game, but, like, I'm just losing way too many resources without doing anything in return thus far, and that's not good for me. Oh, we actually see Scald come out instead of Muddy Water. Okay. So, I am down 2-4 now, and there's a Togedemaru in the back against a Xurkitree and a Tapu Fini, so things aren't looking too great for me, but I'm not giving up yet. Psyshock Garchomp now, definitely. Or maybe I Psyshock Fini and Dazzling Gleam. Because you can't... I really want to Tail Glow here. I just, like, have to consider that the Togedemaru in the back could have Encore. Yeah, I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam and Psyshock. I think I'm kind of screwed, though, because I didn't get any damage on that Fini early on. Oh, Fini actually protects. I don't think Dazzling Gleam knocks out Garchomp. If it does, that'd be great. I'd get the boost as well, but I don't think it does. Oh, it does, actually. Okay. Well, that is a start. We'll get the Beast Boost. I'm surprised. I feel like switching out to Garchomp to Togedemaru is a pretty safe play there, just to conserve it, but... I don't even know my opponent's 4th Pokemon right now, so this is still an uphill battle, but I've got +1 on both of these Pokemon, which at least gives me something. And Psyshock obviously counts Tapu Fini's defense instead of special defense, so I'll do more damage, but I don't even think a Gleam and a Psyshock knocks out. The plus side is Togedemaru right now cannot Encore me, so I've got that going for me at least. But it still makes this game really tricky. Like, if Fini didn't have the boost, I'd feel maybe a little bit better about my chances. Now, the one good thing is, both of my Pokemon have Pinch Berries, and it's still, they're both still up, and I'm at full HP with both, so, like, I'm not counting myself out yet, and Togedemaru does come in, nothing too surprising there. So, like, I just can't protect because of the risk of Encore. I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam again. And I think the priority should be to knocking out... Well, Xurkitree will win 1v1 against Togedemaru, so I guess I'll just Psyshock and Dazzling Gleam the Fini, because it attacked last turn. I can't Thunderbolt, obviously. I could Tail Glow, but once again, like, the threat of Encore. If Togedemaru gets an Encore off, I just surely lose the game. It's actually Poison Jab Togedemaru, too. If a Moonblast or a Scald goes into that slot, that might activate my Berry, which would be really good for me. Yeah, Gleam... negligible damage there, but it's still something. How much does Psyshock do? A lot! And a Moonblast comes out. If that's targeting down... Ooh, that went into Xurkitree instead. Jeez, that did so much! And it dropped my special attack, and it didn't proc my Berry. That was literally like all the worst things happening all at once. Okay, I don't think a jab shouldn't knock out Lele. Yeah, it shouldn't. But with the special attack drop, I definitely will knock out Fini. But if you have Poison, like Fake Out, Poison Jab, Zing Zap, Spiky Shield, I would guess, but maybe it has Encore. Like, I want to make a guess and say the Togedemaru doesn't have Encore. It could be a big deal for me. Xurkitree's faster, so I kind of have to Dazzling Gleam. Although, the Fini could protect here, so I could Tail Glow Xurkitree and protect Tapu Lele, but that's so risky. I'm gonna Tail Glow and Psyshock it. The Poison Jab. Oh, it's Spiky Shields! Okay. Although that could be worse. That could be bad for me, because I'm giving my... Oh, okay. It's just a double protect. Although that actually is a pretty big window of opportunity, because now I do get a Tail Glow up, so I'm at +4. Or +3, sorry. Earlier my special attack was negated. This just got a lot more interesting. I don't think a Poison Jab knocks my Tapu, or my, not my Tapu, my Xurkitree out. And does Deep Gleam knock out Fini? I don't know. I definitely have to Dazzling Gleam here. Okay, we saw a Poison Jab, Fake Out, and Spiky Shield. Unless the Togedemaru, I guess, could not have Zing Zap, but that'd be surprising. Who's potentially in the back? ideally Gigalith, I guess. I don't know. All the Pokemon are kind of weird matchups because Xurkitru's Berry wasn't procced, which is also super annoying. Like, it was so close, too. I'll Gleam, and... guess I'll Moonblast in... No, Psyshock's better. Yeah, for the Arcanine option. Interfini. Okay, Poison Jab comes out. Onto Xurkitree, can I survive? Oh, I poisoned, but I survived? Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, this game is crazy. Gleam comes out. Does that knock out Feeny? Oh, it doesn't. I needed that knockout. I guess I could have targeted the Togedemaru as well. But if I did, then the Feeny would get a free attack off and probably knock out my Xurkitree. Oh, that poison's not fun, though. Alright, what's the last one? Let's see. Kartana, maybe? Either way, I think I probably lose this just because I wasted too many resources, but yeah, it's Kartana as well. Okay. Maybe I'm not out of it yet. Gleam probably knocks out Togedemaru. I mean, Poison Jab Lele, Leaf Blade Xurkitree. Right? That's like the safe play for my opponent. So what if I just protected Xurkitree here? And Psyshock Togedemaru. Yeah, I think that's my only play. I guess I could protect Lele and Dazzling Gleam. But like, that's just so risky for my opponent's end. I'm going for it. I don't like this, though. Because my opponent knows I'm boosted with Xurkitree, but I feel like I kind of have to make a big play here if I want to win the game. Leaf Blade. Okay. That's what I was hoping for. That's why I protected. I think I win now. I crit the Togedemaru. That might have mattered. I wasn't looking at how much Dazzling Gleam was doing. It was really close. Oh my gosh. I think I actually won. There's no way... Oh, unless... I mean... No, you would, like, need a Razor Leaf crit. I don't think that would even knock out Lele. Wow. Like, the reason why I protected Tapu Lele there, because my obvious play was protect Xurkitree and just attack with Tapu Lele, because I know a Poison Jab won't knock me out. Yeah, there's Leaf Blade coming out, but Thunderbolt would just knock out Cortana. And Leaf Blade actually did just knock out Tapu Lele, yeah. But I figured my opponent there, okay, you either... Like, you can knock out one of my two Pokemon with Cortana. I knew the Togedemaru more or less was useless. So I figured my opponent was like, okay, Xurkitree's the obvious Pokemon to protect, let me just knock out this Tapu Lele, but instead I just protected and it worked out. Like, that's what I said, I needed to make a big play, maybe hope for my opponent to mess up, because it's tough, right? If you Leaf Blade into the Kartana slot, Poison Jab doesn't knock out the Tapu Lele, and if my opponent recognizes the team as well, you know the Tapu Lele is really bulky, so then Psychic knocks out the Kartana, now you're facing 2v1, but I think it's probably still safer to just Leaf Blade Xurkitree. But I don't know, that was really intense. Like, I don't think that was a game I really deserved to win, but you don't give up, right? That's why you don't give up, so we're just going to look for another game. But alright, we're going to find a 1595 rated opponent from Japan for our next opponent of the day, running a really cool team of Arcanine, Tapu Fini, Metagross, Marowak, Tapu Koko, and Celesteela. So, you know, a lot of familiar Pokemon, especially from Worlds. You know, that Marowak, that Metagross that a lot of players were running. Fini, Arcanine, Koko, Celesteela, nothing too crazy there. So with this, like, I could get a guaranteed Aurora Veil up with the Ninetales, which could be nice. Garchomp's going to be really important to take care of that Marowak. Part of me is thinking maybe I need to bring the Mandibuzz. I like Ninetales Garchomp as a lead here, though, just for Icy Wind. I can Aurora Veil immediately, which would be nice. This is really tough, actually. Like... My Xurkitree would be great if I could knock out the Marowak. Mandibuzz would be great against 4 of the 6 Pokemon. I just don't want to lead Mandibuzz into the Koko, and I think Koko comes out here as a lead for my opponent. Yeah, I can't afford that. I mean, Ninetales Garchomp, Lele's really solid. And think I'm gonna go Xurkitree actually, yeah, because if I do knock out the Marowak, which a combination of Garchomp and Lele could do, this is really risky actually, because I'm really gambling on my Garchomp and like Tapu Lele two-shots the Marowak, but like you definitely bring Marowak in the back here if you're my opponent. So I don't know. I don't think I maybe played Team Preview correctly. I think what I should have done instead was maybe bring Mandibuzz and prioritize knocking out the Tapu Koko instead. But let's see. Metagross Marowak. Okay, I'll take that. We'll definitely take that. Because that's a free Aurora up definitely for Ninetales, and the question is, what do I want to do with Garchomp? Could Swords Dance. Swords Dance would be kind of free. I'm definitely going for the Aurora Veil. I just like don't see Marowak staying in here, and I think if you're my opponent, ideally you protect the Metagross, but you could easily switch on into Celesteela as well. And my opponent could call my Swords Dance as well, which makes me want to just Tectonic Rage. But I think I'm going to Swords Dance. It seems just like too good of a position not to. And it's just so risky for my opponent to just attack with both. Especially the Marowak. Like, you gotta know I have the Xurkitree in the back. Or, like, think... like, maybe he has Xurkitree in the back and you want to conserve Marowak as a result. But who knows. So, and I know that I can easily take an attack from Metagross once the Aurora Veil is up, which is why I'm just going for Swords Dance Aurora Veil. So I think if I'm my opponent here, I switch Marowak out into Celesteela and protect Metagross. But instead Metagross swaps out, so that might be Celesteela. Yep. Which is why I didn't want to Tech Rage that slot. If Marowak attacks here, I'll be kind of sad, because I really could have Tech Rage there. And it does attack, wow. So I could have knocked out the biggest threat to my team immediately turn 1. But I'll still take a Swords Dance. Aurora Veil. Ideally, Flare Blitz goes into Ninetales. Nope, just a Shadow Bone. Okay. But yeah, that really doesn't do too much anymore, which is good. Okay, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Like, I knew even if Marowak attacks, like, he shouldn't be able to do too much. Celesteela's leftovers, okay, good to confirm that as well. So I think Marowak here probably protects, and you, like, Leech Seed, maybe. But I'm gonna switch into Xurkitree and go for the Tech Rage still. Because the reason why I want to Tech Rage here is it does a lot of damage through Protect. So I get either a guaranteed knockout pretty much if Marowak switches out, or I get a lot of free damage through Protect and Hail, and that means I don't have to worry as much about damage output against the Marowak, because Ninetales isn't doing anything and Xurkitree isn't doing too much either. But Marowak actually swaps out into Feeny. Okay. That's okay with me. Like, yeah, I could have Rock Slided there, which I was tempted to do so, but getting a free knockout is always pretty nice as well. So that's not the end of the world, but once again, I have to be very careful against the Marowak. I'm just... Wow, what a call by my opponent to attack turn 1. Like, especially if you look at the team, it's like Marowak goes down, Xurkitree just wins. So, super, super impressive call there to just say, oh, there's no way Garchomp attacks here, or attacks into Marowak. Maybe I should have just Tech Rage, but I like really didn't want to blow a Tech Rage into a Celesteela. I normally like going for Tech Rage when like it's a guaranteed free damage or opportunity to do so. So Feeny faints, but that was not really the major threat to my team. And here is a Heavy Slam, targeting Garchomp, I would presume. No, Xurkitree. That's actually really good. Every turn that I get to stick around with Garchomp longer is really important. Like, I have the Aurora Veil up as well. So, yeah, every turn I get to like stay around means another turn that I threaten the Marowak in the back. But obviously I can't just freely Thunderbolt. I think now if you're my opponent, who do you switch in? Because I would bring in Marowak and then Protect. But that would actually work in my favor. Actually, yeah, so as a result, my opponent actually brings out Metagross. So now I have an important decision to make. Like, does Metagross Protect? Because I could easily Tail Glow, which I want to do. Like, Protect Earthquake is, like, the play I want to obviously make. But part of me thinks that's actually the play to make. Like, Metagross protecting here is so obvious. I guess I could protect Garchomp and Tail Glow with Xurkitree. That seems pretty free, right? Yeah. Actually, I like that. Just because it's like, regardless of whether Metagross protects or not, like, Xurkitree is not really threatened by the Steel types right now. Actually, I should have just Thunderbolted. This is fine. So Metagross actually didn't protect. So another... Oh, and it Earthquakes. Oh, is that banded? I should survive band with Aurora Veil up, I think. Oh, wow, I take that, yeah, comfortably. Or not comfortably, but pretty darn well. And Leech Seed. Okay, into Garchomp. Okay, so Thunderbolt now can knock out Celesteela or Metagross. And I've got Rock Slide pressure. So I think the best play for me to make is actually to Thunderbolt into Metagross and Rock Slide as well, because I'm at +2 with Garchomp. That seems like the safest play. Or I can actually Swords Dance again with Garchomp. That could be a play as well. I'm going to Thunderbolt here into Metagross. And I think I kind of just want to Rock Slide. Swords Dance again is tempting, though. I'm gonna Rock Slide. Yeah. Metagross maybe can take a +2 Thunderbolt. Okay, it switches out. So that's okay, because that means a free Rock Slide against the Marowak, which should do a ton of damage at +2. Okay, nice, it connects. That's really good for me. Yeah, that's excellent. Perfect, perfect. So obviously Thunderbolt doesn't work out there, but that's fine. Yeah, just a Leech Seed. Perfect. And going to Xurkitree, even better. Like, my opponent's just not attacking the Garchomp, but that Garchomp is the biggest threat right now. So, I feel really comfortable about my position. Xurkitree's Berry will be procced, which is also perfect. And, yeah, now I can, let's see. Like, Rock Slide Thunderbolt is the safest play. If you're my opponent, you probably just protect Marowak. But I still have to be careful. Like, I haven't won this game necessarily yet. But obviously, I feel pretty comfortable in my position with right now. And you see how, like, Aurora Veil just means that my opponent's Pokemon who are slow and bulkier, like, just do less every turn. Let's see. Yeah, I've still got a couple turns of Aurora Veil up. The safest play is for me to Dazzling Gleam, because that covers Marowak getting knocked out. I think Marowak definitely protects here, but I can't let it just get a free attack off. So I'll Dazzling Gleam here, and I'll Swords... I want a Swords Dance. I mean, I could Rock Slide. Yeah, I'll Dazzling Gleam and Swords Dance. Because that means Garchomp's now at +4. Marowak protects, yep, that's to be expected, but now I've got a +4 Garchomp and a +3 Xurkitree. And the most important thing is, for Xurkitree, like, I was able to make it less of a threat. Or, sorry, Marowak is less of a threat because I got that Rock Slide off, which is why I wanted to Rock Slide that turn. I mean, I guess I could have Swords Dance through it too, but I don't mind the Rock Slide. +3 Gleam still does, like, absolutely nothing against the Celesteela. And Celesteela's just going for Leech Seed, which I'm more than okay with. Because now what you have to do is, this next turn, Hail stops, which is good because I take less residual damage. What it means is I can just Rock Slide and T-Bolt into the Marowak slot. But I do still have to be careful because my opponent is going for a kind of scary endgame here, where both of my Pokemon are seeded. And I'm slowly losing HP. Like, this next turn, what you have to do is switch out Marowak into Metagross. And, like, I definitely Rock Slide, but the question is, do I Thunderbolt the Metagross slot? I'm going to Thunderbolt Marowak, yeah. Because that covers every option. If Marowak stays in, that gets knocked out, T-Bolt gets redirected into Celesteela, that's over. If Marowak switches out, the question is whether Celesteela protects or not. Yeah, actually, this is still scary. Like, Celesteela could still easily win this game for my opponent. Okay, my opponent just went for the double. Yeah, that's game then. I think if you're my opponent, you might want to consider switching. Actually, Rock Slide at +4 does so much. Jeez, was that a crit? No, not even. So maybe Garchomp just would have been able to clutch it out anyway. But what that play covers is, I guess the only option, maybe my opponent went for the double thinking that's my best way of winning, which could make some sense, because if you get it, then that does make the game a little bit more challenging for me. But yeah, in the end, we get a +4 Garchomp and Xurkitree, so not every day you get to see Pokemon sweep like that. I mean, it's not over yet, but now it's 4v1. Yeah, that turn one was quite the call. Like, if I just got rid of the Marowak, Xurkitree instantly pretty much just wins the game from there with the Aurora Veil and the Tail Glow. So that was, like, frustrating, but I still feel okay playing it safe the way I did. But I think my opponent made some pretty good plays to get back into this one, and had he or she got into double, that game could have been a lot scarier. But, yep, instead, my opponent just forfeits, and we end up with the win. So, really fun episode for today. Like, that first game, just super close. Don't really feel like I should have won. And the second game here, just a really fun one. I think I had a pretty good team advantage. Like, team matchup. Garchomp Circuitry matches up really well overall against my opponent's team. But yeah, a fun episode in general for you guys. Went up slightly later. I'm trying to get my upload schedule back on track. Obviously, just getting daily uploads first, but then I'm going to try to get them out on a little bit, just a little bit earlier for you guys. So let me know if that works out or what time is best for me to upload. That would always help. But yeah, it's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, peace.